Hey everyone, today I wanted to cover the 3 do's and don'ts for buying a home in 2024. So let's start with the 3 do's. Number 1, you're definitely going to want to do some interviewing before you just select an agent. Don't just go ahead and meet with the first one and stick with that one throughout the process. It could work out that way to be well. However, typically in this day and age, especially with the new lawsuit changes and everything going on, you're going to want to do some interviews and make sure you find someone you feel very comfortable with and actually going to be more informative of the areas that you are looking in, and that'll be a best result for you. Number 2, for the do's, you're going to want to speak to a mortgage broker, lender, banker before you even start looking for a home, and there's really a few reasons for that. Number 1, you're going to want to get a good idea of what your affordability is, what kind of down payment and money out of pocket you could be looking at, as well as things like interest rate, etc. So definitely get that process started before you even start touring homes so you can have a good background for that. So for number 3 on the do's list, definitely have an open mind when looking for a home, but you should have and you should know before you even look at homes for things that are must-haves. Meaning if this home does not have a basement, you know you need a basement, don't even go and see it. So it's very important to start that and know about that beforehand. Also, when looking at homes, one thing I always personally recommend to all my clients is we like to prioritize the location and the layout of the home. Everything else you can pretty much change. Those 2 things you're not going to be able to change down the road. So let's start with the 3 don'ts now. And number 1 is going to be, don't just wait for a market crash or wait and hear on what your friends or family or peers are saying. You want to purchase when you're ready to purchase, and also look and see what's going on specifically in your market, because I know there's a lot of markets right now that are very strong still for sellers, but also there's a lot of markets that are a good buyer's market. So figure out where you're at and then go from there. Number 2 on the don'ts list, don't go over budget or buy something at the top of your budget just because you can afford it. This kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. You're going to want to buy where you feel comfortable. So even if you can afford up to $1 million, but you're really more comfortable in that $750 range, you're going to want to stick there and be much happier you did down the road. And number 3 on the don't list, don't just skip the inspection and try to save the few $100s. I know I have some people that ask that. We always recommend getting an inspection, even for new constructions or condos where you're typically going to have, very little potential issues being everything enclosed. So the biggest thing is you never know what you're going to find. And even some homes will require additional inspections. Like if you have an older home, you might need to do a sewer scope to verify all the plumbing is good to go. Hope you found this video informative. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.